Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly, your fellow classmate, and I am doing my presentation to you by video. And so I just wanted to remember when we all got together at the beginning of the semester and we started talking about the different projects that we wanted to work on. And so I hope that we're all at the same point and that's done. But anyway, my topic hasn't changed. As you can see, I decided to continue to develop the e-learning curriculum map for the General Equivalency Diploma, or GED, to be used in a prison to teach female offenders who are enrolled in secondary education. I like the curriculum map to have mapped the entire GED curriculum, but that would have been far beyond the scope of the project. So I selected one of the 7 units of the GED to map, and that was the Social Studies Civics Government unit. The problem is that female offenders are locked away in prisons, and there is a view that they are not rehabilitatable. I started my career working for the Joint Legislative Prisons Committee at the state capitol here in California, and I noticed that there was an over-reliance on punishment rather than rehabilitation, and that had a harmful effect to offenders returning back to our community after being released from prison, because a lot of the punishment philosophy drove the kinds of programs that we selected to go into prisons, or certainly kept the good ones out. There was a lot of support for education, yet Eurocentric scholarship that had been disseminated predominantly by white males really captured the attention of policymakers, and they didn't think that it was worthwhile to put enough money into academics. So many of our female offenders that enrolled in education, if it existed, had poor experiences. And I know this because I traveled just about every prison in the state of California, as well as nationwide and even internationally. So I've spoken to many women. It's amazing to me that the image is always the same. And so some of these pictures that you see here of women holding weights, of them having lesbian relationships, of them being lazy, or other kinds of images, are negative images. And I wanted to show a different kind of image, and I also wanted to say that these women are mothers, they're our sisters, they're our friends, and how they come back to our community is determined by a lot of what we do inside the American correctional system. My paper talked about the problem. Number one, policymakers' over-reliance on punishment strategies to keep victims safe from crime, that the justice expenditures totaled billions of dollars per year to build prisons just to warehouse and punish offenders, that far too long multicultural subgroups of our population are disproportionately represented in the correctional facilities, i.e. prisons, and they are under supervision in the community, probation in lieu of incarceration, or parole after prison. And the problem continues to be poor community readjustment when ex-offenders, especially women, are returned to our communities. Too much literature, especially from the multicultural theorists who are also writing in the field of criminal justice and public policy, too much literature indicates that the path to rehabilitation is education and work training. The problem is also that women are different from men. So the male model that has dominated corrections is ineffective for female offenders who need a lot of counseling, who need to deal with the fact that they are mothers, have addiction issues, and also have issues that got them into the facility that relate to their male partners.